Shalom Yeladim. Today we're going to learn our Aleph Beit. We're going to review our sounds, our hints, and our key words. So let's start, and together we can be masters of the Aleph Beit. Our first letter is the quiet, the silent letter, the Aleph. What sound does the Aleph make? Let's say it together. Aleph. Very good. Our next letter, the Beit. The Beit has an extra little bit and the button. The button and the extra little bit help the Beit say B. Let's say it together. Beit, B. Now, some Beits have a button, some do not. But they both have that extra little bit. And that extra little bit helps our Beit say B. So let's say it together. Beit, B. Our next letter is the Gimal. The Gimal has legs that go. The Gimal says G. Let's say it together. Gimal, G. Our next letter is the Dalid. The Dalid has a scary diving board sticking out. The diving board helps the Dalid say D. Let's say it together. Dalid, D. Our next letter is the He. The He has a broken leg. The He has to hop. The hopping He says H. Let's say it together. He, H. Our next letter is the Vav. The straight Vav says V. Let's say it together. Vav, V. The next letter is the Ziggity Zag Zayin. The Ziggity Zag Zayin says Z. Let's say it together. Zayin, Z. Our next letter is the Het. Het looks like a shulchan. The shulchan helps the Het say H. Let's say it together. Het, H. Our next letter is the Tet. The Tet has a hole on the t top. That hole on the t top helps the Tet say T. Let's say it together. Tet, T. Our next letter is the tiny yelling Yod. The yelling Yod says Y. Let's say it together. Yod, Y. Our next letter is the Kaf. The Kaf got cut on the side, and the Kaf has a cookie on the inside. The cookie and the cut help the Kaf say K. Let's say it together. Kaf, K. Now, when the Kaf is at the end of the word, it becomes a Kaf Sofit. It starts at the plain line but goes down all the way to the worm line. The Kaf Sofit also has a cookie. And that's why the Kaf Sofit says K. Let's say it together. Kaf Sofit, K. The next letter is the Chaf. The Chaf used to have a cookie, but the cookie got eaten. That's why the Chaf says Ch. Let's say it together. Chaf, Ch. When the Chaf is at the end of the word, it becomes a Chaf Sofit. It starts by the plain line, but goes all the way down to the worm line. The Chaf Sofit used to have a cookie, but the cookie got eaten, and that's why the Chaf Sofit says Ch. Let's say it together. Chaf Sofit, Ch. Our next letter is the loop-de-loop Lamed. The Lamed with the loop says L. Let's say it together. Lamed, L. Our next letter is the Mem. The Mem has a mouse hole on the bottom. The mouse hole on the bottom helps the Mem say M. Let's say it together. Mem, M. When the Mem is at the end of the word, it becomes a box Mem Sofit. The box mem sofit also says mm. Let's say it together. Mem sofit mm. Our next letter is the no leg nun. The no leg nun says n. Let's say it together. Nun, n. When the nun is at the end of the word, it starts by the plain line and goes all the way down to the worm line. It becomes a long and skinny nun sofit. The long and skinny nun sofit also says n. Let's say it together. Nun sofit n. Our next letter is the samach. The samach got sliced. The samach that got sliced says s. Let's say it together. Samach s. Our next letter is the ayin. The ayin has two ainayim on the top. The two ainayim on the top help the ayin say Let's say it together. Ayin. Our next letter is the power button P. When you push the power button, it helps the P say P. Let's say it together. P, P. Our next letter is the Fe. The Fe looks like the P, but the power button fell off. And when the button falls off, the Fe says F. Let's say it together. Fe. When the Fe is at the end of the word, it becomes a Fe sofit. The Fe sofit starts by the plain line and goes all the way down to the worm line. But also, the button fell off, so the Fe sofit says F. Let's say it together. Fe sofit. Our next letter is the sadi. The sadi has a stem sticking out from the side. The sadi says s. When the sadi is at the end of the word, it becomes a sadi sofit. The sadi sofit also has a stem sticking out from the side, but it also starts all the way up by the sky line and goes all the way down to the grass line. The sadi sofit says s. Let's say it together. Sadi sofit s. Our next letter is the kof with the cane. The cane helps the kof say k. Let's say it together. Kof, k. Our next letter is the resh. The resh is rounded at the top, and that helps the resh say r. Let's say it together. Resh, r. Our next letter is the dot sheen. When the dot comes first, it helps it say sh. Dot sheen, sh. Let's say it together. Dot sheen, sh. Our next letter is the sin dot. When the dot comes afterwards, it makes it a sin. The sin says s. Let's say it together. Sin, s. Our next letter is the tav, and tav with the tapping toes. That little extra toe that is sticking out helps the tav tap. And the tapping toes say t. Let's say it together. Tav, t. Now that we learned our sounds and hints for the entire alphabet, let's review our key words. Aleph, Bet, Beit, B. Bet, Beit, B. Gimal, Geshem, G. Daled, Delet, D. He, Habdala, H. Vav, Vered, V. Zayin, Zebra, Z. Het, Hala, Tet, Talet, T. Yod, Yadayim, Y. Kaf, Kipa, K. Kaf Sofit, K. Chaf, Kochab, Ch. Chaf Sofit, Melech, Ch. Lamed, Lulab, L. Mem, Mezuzah, M. Mem Sofit, Mayim, M. Nun, Nerot, N. Nun Sofit, Yain, N. Samach, Sidur, S. Ayin, Ainayim, R. Pe, Pe, P. Fe, Falafel, Fe Sofit, Af, Sadi, Sisit, S. Sadi Sofit, Es, S. Kof, Kiddush, K. Resh, Rosh, R. Shin, Shema, Sh. Sin, Sameach, S. Taf, Torah, T. Taf, Torah, T. Congratulations! We have now mastered our Aleph Bet.